Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Number 2, Season 2 has finally arrived. Let's see what people think of it.
They don't get it! They don't, do they not get it? Obviously they don't!
Game just actively has felt like it's gotten more and more, it's been soulless though. I don't know how else to explain it. It's weird.
I miss this
franchise.
The
Never
only
ceases
reason
to
I bought
amaze
Modern
me for all
Warfare
the
2
wrong
was because it was
reasons.
going to be a 2-year cycle. I'm very much regretting my decision. Oh, but wait, there's more. Infinity Ward's to-do list. Step 1, cut a map out of the free-to-play map El Mazr. Step 2, paste it into the multiplayer portion of the game and call it a new map. Step 3, soy latte, extra soy. Step 4, play ping pong with coworkers with a new table added to the office. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, why all the fucking outrage? And that's a great question. The outrage has been caused by the Season 2 roadmap, published by Activision. And you may be looking at this roadmap right now like, what's the issue? What's wrong with what I'm looking at on the screen right now? Well, what's got a lot of people pissed off are the fucking multiplayer maps. So one of the maps we get is Dome for the 10th time in the past decade. And then one of the other maps we get is Dome for the 11th time in the past decade. And you may be thinking to yourself right now, oh, Dome? I love Dome. Dome is one of the best maps ever. It's like Infinity Ward's Nuketown. And yes, we all love Dome. Do you know what else we would like? Some new fucking maps. It has been how many years of just Dome, remake, terminal, remake, Dome, remake, shipment, remake, Dome, terminal, Dome, terminal. Can we get a fucking move on? Some inspiration. And do you know what Activision's response was to that instead? Well, they got their team of 3,000 developers together, the most on any single Call of Duty project of all time, and they added one single point of interest to the fucking Warzone map, Afghan. It will have been 6 months since launch until we get our first fucking big update to Warzone, which is demonstrable in and out of itself. And the only update we get to Warzone 2, Call of Duty Activision's biggest fucking masterpiece, supposedly their biggest masterpiece ever, and their iconic revelation is to fucking add the downed plane from Modern Warfare 2 2009 Afghan to the Warzone map as a point of interest. And my one big question coming from this Afghan introduction to the Warzone 2 map is why the fuck was it not there at launch? It's a literal 12, 13-year-old fucking reusable asset. 3,000 developers working on this game, might I add, for the second time. You know, honestly, I was planning on making a Season 3 update video when they announced Season 3 in 7 fucking months when Modern Warfare 3 is due to release. But judging by Season 2, I might as well do that now. So, for Season 3 of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, expect to see Afghan, the multiplayer map, added into the game for the 7th Call of Duty. And on top of that, honestly, I would expect Rust to be added as well, because of course Rust is also on the El Mazr map. And we know that the 3,000 developers working for Activision are too lazy to actually create anything new. And listen, I know the 80% player count drop got Activision in shambles. They are panicking hard right now. And I just want to ask them why they are confused. They released Warzone 1 as a free-to-play video game, and it started off pretty horribly, but after a couple years of quality of life updates and a consistent active community player base, Activision then realized that they could shove the number 2 beside that video game IP and then sell it to us again for free, but with their $25 shitty operator cosmetics that are literally just gray and fucking black. And they thought to themselves in their little fucking corners while stealing breast milk, hey, we can make profit. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. This is the future of Call of Duty. The future is now. The new era. And then the big dumb fucks at the top scavenged together 3,000 developers to create Warzone 1 without a single quality of life update that was added to Warzone 1 in the span of the 2-year life cycle it had before Activision entirely fucking sewered it and released a second game But the second game is actually worse than the first game because it has zero updates that came in the first game in the second one, and they are confused. They are very confused as to how they lost 80% of their player base. Well, maybe it is because you alienated them, just like you alienated the Call of Duty zombie player base for the past fucking decade. Where are they? They are not with you anymore. You have zero zombies YouTubers. You lost a majority of your fucking Treyarch CEOs and devs because they found you pathetic, just like your fucking player base. And while we're on the topic of alienation, how about telling your whole entire fan base that you were selling a game at $90 fucking Canadian full price? Hey, buy it. We have a 2-year cycle for the first time in Call of Duty history. We are actually going to take our time on something. We are not going to shove out a capitalistic piece of shit product that we put zero effort into year after year since 2013. No, we aren't going to do that. We are going to put effort into our game until the game drops. And it is Modern Warfare 2 minus fucking 2. Released with jack shit, lost 80% of their player base, and they panic. These rich fucks who are so out of touch with society and every single member of their fucking community panics, pulls the plug, and they're gonna release a game that has 7 months of development time made by Sledgehammer Games. Their last game was Vanguard, by the way. That worked fantastically for Activision. I'm sure this game won't die in 2 months. I'm sure it will die in fucking 1.